What if I told you that luxury doesn't have to cost more than your morning coffee for an entire month? What if I said you could walk into any room smelling like you dropped serious cash at Nordstrom, when really you spent the price of a pizza? You'd probably think I'm crazy, right? Well, stick around because today I'm about to blow your mind with 6 budget fragrances that smell so close to their luxury inspirations, even your rich Uncle Kevin would be asking where you got them. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Jesse, and I'm glad you clicked on this video. If you're new here, this is where we dive deep into the world of scents without breaking the bank. Today's mission? To prove that smelling expensive doesn't require an expensive lifestyle. We are talking about Middle Eastern fragrance houses that have cracked the code on luxury dupes. And trust me, some of these will make you question why you ever paid full price. But before we dive into this olfactory treasure hunt, do me a favor and smash that like button. It tells YouTube that you want more content like this, and honestly, it makes my day when I see those numbers climbing. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because we drop fragrance gold like this every week. Alright, let's get into it. First up, we have something that's going to transport you straight to a Parisian tea salon. This little blue bottle is causing serious waves in the fragrance community, and for good reason. Mazaaj Infused is Zimaya's take on Louis Vuitton imagination. And let me tell you, they did not come to play. The opening hits you with this gorgeous burst of citrus. We're talking bergamot, orange, and citron that feels like someone just peeled fresh fruit right under your nose. But here's where it gets interesting. About 5 minutes in, this magical ginger note starts dancing with neroli, creating this tea-like quality that's absolutely mesmerizing. It's like if Earl Grey decided to become a fragrance. The dry down is where this fragrance really shows its sophistication. Ambroxan and olibanum create this clean, almost meditative base that whispers luxury without screaming for attention. The wood notes keep it grounded, making it perfect for both casual Fridays and important meetings. Performance-wise, you're looking at solid 5 to 6 hours of longevity with moderate projection. It's not a beast mode fragrance, but honestly, that's part of its charm. This is refined elegance, not a fragrance that announces your arrival 3 blocks away. Perfect for spring and summer, though I've worn it on cool autumn days and it works beautifully. Gender? This is unisex all the way, though it leans slightly masculine. At around $33, this is stealing territory. The original Louis Vuitton will run you about $300. Do the math. But wait, speaking of stealing, our next fragrance literally commits highway robbery on a very famous designer. If Jean-Paul Gaultier's scandal had a younger, hungrier brother who went to the gym every day, it would be Hooked pour Homme. This fragrance opens with a caramel and clary sage combination that's pure genius. It's sweet, but there's this herbal sophistication that keeps it from being dessert-like. The heart is where things get seriously addictive. Vanilla, citrus, and amber create this warm embrace that's both comforting and seductive. It's the kind of scent that makes people lean in closer when they're talking to you. I've had friends literally ask if I'm wearing cologne or if I just smell naturally amazing. That's the power of a well-crafted gourmand. The base is pure masculine confidence. Woods, vetiver, and tonka bean create this foundation that's solid, dependable, and utterly attractive. This is date night material, gentlemen. This is the fragrance that makes first impressions and closes deals. Performance is where Hooked really flexes. We're talking 12 plus hours of longevity with a projection that commands respect. 3 sprays will have you set for the entire day, maybe even into the next morning if you know what I mean. This is fall and winter gold. Perfect for those cozy dinner dates or holiday parties. At its budget-friendly price point, you could buy 3 bottles for less than 1 bottle of the original Scandal. And here's the kicker. Some people actually prefer this to the original because it's less boozy and more wearable. Now, if sweet gourmands aren't your thing, our next selection takes us into much darker territory. Zimaya strikes again with Infrad Noir, a fragrance that feels like luxury menswear in a bottle. This opens with pink pepper that has some serious attitude, backed by bergamot and mandarin that add brightness without softening the edge. The heart is where things get exotic. White amber meets agarwood, yes, real oud, and davana, creating this complex middle that's part Middle Eastern bazaar, part European sophistication. It's mysterious without being weird, complex without being confusing. The base is pure masculine energy. Leather, musk, and fresh spicy notes create this foundation that screams confidence. This is the fragrance equivalent of a perfectly tailored black suit. It's not trying to be your friend, it's trying to be unforgettable. Performance sits at a respectable 3 to 4 hours with moderate sillage. It's more of a close-to-skin experience, which actually works in its favor. This is intimate luxury, the kind of scent that reveals itself slowly throughout the day. This is strictly cooler weather territory. Fall, winter, maybe cool spring evenings. It's date night, business dinner, or anytime you want to feel like the most interesting person in the room. At around $30 to $40, you're getting niche-level complexity at drugstore prices. But here's where things get really interesting. Our next fragrance takes inspiration from one of the most beloved masculine fragrances of all time. Hold on to your wallets because Inekas Luna is about to make you question everything you know about Iris fragrances. This is Zimaya's interpretation of Dior Homme Intense, and they understood the assignment. The opening is pure sophistication. Bergamot and orange create this bright, almost lipstick-like quality that's immediately recognizable to anyone who's smelled the original. But here's where Luna shows its personality. The iris and chestnut combination in the heart creates this powdery, almost edible sophistication that's absolutely beautiful. This is the kind of fragrance that makes people think you have your life together. It's polished, refined, and slightly mysterious. The orange blossom adds this floral facet that keeps it from being too serious, while the chestnut brings this creamy, nutty warmth that's incredibly attractive. The base brings leather, amber, and woody notes that ground everything beautifully. It's sophisticated without being stuffy, masculine without being aggressive. This is modern gentleman territory. Performance is impressive. 6 to 8 hours with good sillage. It projects well for the first few hours, then settles into this gorgeous skin scent that lasts all day. Perfect for business, dates, or any time you want to smell expensive without the expensive price tag. This works year-round but really shines in fall and winter. It's unisex, though it leans masculine. At around $35, you're getting a fragrance that rivals options costing 10 times more. Now, if you're more of a fresh aquatic person, our next selection is about to become your summer obsession. Rue Broca said, "What if we took everything great about Invictus and Hawa's Ice and made it better?" The result is Hooked Azure, a fresh, fruity, spicy fragrance that's pure summer vibes. The opening is explosive in the best way. Pear, cardamom, and lavender create this unique combination that's fruity, spicy, and aromatic all at once. It's like if a Mediterranean breeze decided to become a fragrance. Fresh, invigorating, and absolutely addictive. The heart gets interesting with cinnamon, peppermint, and rosemary. This unusual combination works because it creates this cooling effect that's perfect for hot weather. The peppermint gives it this Arctic freshness, while the rosemary adds an herbal sophistication that elevates it above typical aquatics. The base brings vetiver, wormwood, and amber that create this foundation that's both fresh and warm. It's like being at the beach, but also in a high-end spa. Clean, masculine, and utterly wearable. Here's the thing about performance. Azure hits hard for the first hour or two, then becomes a skin scent. Some people see this as a weakness, but I see it as perfect for summer. You don't want something nuclear when it's 90 degrees outside. This is warm weather gold. Spring, summer, maybe early fall if you live somewhere hot. Perfect for gym sessions, beach days, casual hangouts, or anytime you want to smell fresh and attractive without trying too hard. But we're saving the sweetest for last. Our final fragrance is about to satisfy every gourmand craving you've ever had. Friends, if you've ever wondered what happiness smells like, Tiramisu Coco has the answer. This is Zimaya's love letter to Mancera Amore Cafe, and it's pure dessert magic in a bottle. The opening is everything. Coffee and amaretto create this boozy, caffeinated paradise that immediately puts you in a good mood. It's like walking into the best coffee shop in Italy, but you're wearing the coffee instead of drinking it. The heart is where dreams come true. Ice cream, biscuit, and vanilla create this creamy, edible middle that's absolutely irresistible. It's sweet without being cloying, gourmand without being childish. This is sophisticated dessert territory. The base brings brown sugar, vanilla, and amber that create this warm, cozy finish that lasts for hours. It's like being wrapped in the world's most delicious blanket. Comforting, attractive, and utterly unique. Performance is solid, 4 to 8 hours depending on your skin, with moderate projection that creates a gorgeous scent bubble around you. It's not nuclear, but it's definitely noticeable. Perfect for cooler weather when you want something cozy and inviting. This is fall and winter magic. Perfect for dates, casual hangouts, or anytime you want to smell good enough to eat. It's unisex, though it might lean slightly feminine due to the sweetness. At around $40 to $50, you're getting a luxury gourmand experience at a fraction of the designer price. Now let's talk about how these stack up against each other, because choosing between them is like choosing your favorite child. For performance kings, Hooked pour Homme takes the crown with its 12-plus hour longevity. This is the one you reach for when you need all-day confidence. For versatility, Mazaaj Infused wins hands down. It works in almost any situation, any weather, and on almost anyone. It's the Swiss Army knife of fragrances. For complexity, Infrad Noir brings niche-level sophistication that punches way above its weight class. This is your I'm interesting and mysterious fragrance. For pure elegance, Inekas Luna channels that Dior sophistication beautifully. This is your I have excellent taste scent. For summer freshness, Hooked Azure delivers that perfect aquatic fruity balance that's impossible to resist when the temperature rises. And for pure joy, Tiramisu Coco brings happiness in a bottle. This is your comfort scent, your good mood fragrance. Here's the bottom line. Fragrance family. These 6 fragrances prove something I've been saying for years. You don't need to spend rent money to smell like you did. Middle Eastern fragrance houses like Zimaya and Rue Broca are creating legitimate alternatives to luxury fragrances. And they're doing it at prices that won't make your wallet cry. Could you tell the difference between these and their luxury inspirations in a blind test? Maybe. Would anyone else notice? Probably not. And here's the real question. Does it matter? When you're getting 90% of the experience at 10% of the price, you're winning. My advice? Start with one that matches your style. If you're fresh and clean, grab Mazaaj Infused or Hooked Azure. If you're sophisticated and refined, Inekas Luna is calling your name. If you want something sweet and cozy, Tiramisu Coco will be your new obsession. And if you want to smell expensive and mysterious, Infrad Noir and Hooked pour Homme have you covered. Before you go hunting for these fragrances, do me a favor. Drop a comment and let me know which one caught your attention. Are you teams fresh and citrusy? Or are you all about those sweet gourmands? I read every single comment, and your feedback helps me decide what to review next. If this video helped you discover your next signature scent, smash that like button one more time. It really helps the channel grow and reach more people who need to know about these hidden gems. And if you're not subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? We're building a community of smart fragrance lovers who know that smelling amazing doesn't require selling a kidney. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest discoveries. Trust me, your nose and your bank account will thank you. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe for more content like this. Until next time, smell and feel good. Stay fragrant.